Let's see if I remember how to do it. Looks like the animation still works. Hailson's already here. I saw your challenge, Hailson. Thank you for bearing with me, and thanks for coming back to the stream. Hopefully you hear me all right. It seems like my mic is working. MTGA is being shown on all of my screens. The live stream health is looking good. So far, day 2 is going off without a hitch. That deserves a swig of water before we continue. So I did something that I'm not entirely proud of, and that is I finally spent some money on this game, Hailson. And I'm about to do something that you, Hailson, have been asking me to do for many months. And that's build a new deck. Not a deck that you probably are super excited about. And I don't even know if I'm going to be successful in my quest. But the quest is to build allies right now. And, okay, here's the deck's UI. Okay, I'm picking things up again. Let's just start off by net decking, everyone's favorite activity in the world of Yu-Gi-Ohs, and I'm sure Magic the Gathering alike. Because I really haven't played against this deck very often. Thankfully, Lee played against me yesterday while playing this deck. However, it just seems like the strat is to go wide. To go wide, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if I have any of the necessary cards. So I need the first one on the list is Earth Kingdom Protectors. It does not look like I do. Okay, I'm gonna go to here, say not collected, just add everything to the list to see how much of a hole we're gonna get ourselves into and hope that we have enough. Okay, Earth Kingdom. I forgot how annoying the UI is. Why? Select format, standard, of course. Earth Kingdom Protectors, there it is. First one on the list. I was expecting it to be green. That's why my eyes naturally drifted away from that first option because it was white. The next one, do we have anything that says Earth? We do. We have Earth King. We have Earth King's Lieutenant. General. Hit the search button again. Lieutenant is what I need. There it is. We have 2 of those. Love that for me. Anything else that says Earth? Earthen Ally. Earthen. Santosa Ready? What's up, Santosa Ready? How are you doing this fine evening? Cracker, Josh. What's up, Josh? How are you doing this fine evening, Josh? Santosa. We're trying to make a new deck finally. I chose a pretty freaking expensive one. You know you can copy paste deck into Arena? I did not know that. No, I did not know that. That would probably save me a bunch of time now, wouldn't it? What's the site? Is there a site that you use to do that, Hailton? Now, don't I feel a bit silly? But we're gonna continue until I get the information needed. Maybe I'll try to copy and paste it. Invasion reinforcements. Okay, we have 1 of those. I only need 3 of them. That's sweet. Anything else that says invasion? No. So we're gonna go to South Pole. We're going to get a little frosty here and look for this. We have 1 of those. Okay, maybe this isn't going to be as expensive as I thought. Probably will be. What I know about this deck is that this card right here, I think, yes, it's this card. I have 2 of them. This card is basically its main thing that it does, because that thing makes everything a mana dork. And isn't that a lovely thing to be, a dork? Aang Swift Savior is next. Have none of those. Please tell me it's not a rare. It looks like it's a rare. Of course it's a rare. But we did spend money. Hopefully it gave us enough of the rare wildcard things. I think the bundle I bought gave me some wildcards. Forgive me for ignoring the chat for just a moment as I transcribe this crap. I understand that there's a copy and paste option, but I'm in so deep It's hard to think. I don't really know how the rest of that song goes, but I believe Sum 41 is the people that sing it. If you're interested in hearing a song that you may not have heard for a long time. Siegebreaker, Mardu, I might have this card in real life. And if that's the case, that's pretty exciting. How many do I need? 4 of them. I might have that in real life. That's pretty cool. That doesn't happen very often to your boy. Hang at the Crossroads 3 right here. I don't even know if the list I'm looking at is like the correct list. Oh my god. I just saw the amount of lands in this deck, and I probably should have realized it because it's a 5-color deck. I'm doing well. I hope you're well today. My gosh, I've had a freaking shite day, but it's ending well. The day was very tumultuous. Something with the T. It wasn't a great day, but we finished strong. We played tennis, had a very delicious meal, got my butt into high gear, jumped on day 2 of streaming, people. So we're finishing the day off strong. You can export as text and then Control C, then press the import button. Katara can be played as a 1 or 2 of. Okay, that's good news. I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep. There it is, up above in my. Gotcha. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Josh. 6-7, lots of expensive debt. Yeah, I realized that. I don't think $25 is going to cut the mustard, but we're gonna see how close I get. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how close I get. Oh my god, this freaking list I'm looking at right now has 1 plane. Literally 1 plane. And it's very fitting for the next thing on the list to be Godless Shrine, plus not copy, and of course I have none of them, but it is only at 1 because this is a godless amount of freaking lands, man. I thought I was the land man, but apparently plans change. Sacred Foundry at 2. I know I have this card. Cavern of Souls. Fuck F. Excuse my French. F that card. That card can fucking. Excuse my French again. But this incites emotions, strong emotions in me. I don't like it. Cavern of Souls, of course, I only have 1, and of course, it's a 4 of. And of course, is that a mythic? Okay, I do have mythic wildcards. So I'm not too upset about seeing the mythic symbol there. Jasmine. Ooh, we're going to a tea shop. Let's go. And of course, it's a rare, and of course, it's a 4 of. That is not lovely. Multi. Versal. Passage. And it's another rare, and it's freaking Marvel. Hate to see that. Secluded. Hopefully that's just enough, because why would you name many things secluded in the name? 4 of, I have 2 of them, and of course, I think silver is uncommon. Of course, that is the one I have 2 of, and Starting Town is like in every deck, and it's a rare. Okay, this is the list. Now I want to close my eyes. I'm literally super scared to see what I'm about to see. Craft all. Damn, I thought there was a chance, man. I really did think that there was a chance. But not even close, eh? I wonder if I can find a cheap version of this deck online. Maybe I just Googled cheap ally deck. And let me catch back up on the things. Katara, lots. I read that. I loved Sum 41 when I was a kid. I love Sum 41 right now. They have some bangers, to be honest. They were from the town 1 hour from me. No way. Are they Canadian? Gosh darn Canadians. We got everything up there. If you're playing competitive, you might want to consider Petrified Hamlet. Petrified Hamlet in this deck? And it's a rare. When this land enters, choose a land card name. Activated abilities of source with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Lands with the chosen name have. That seems pretty good. Ally standard budget deck. Now it's probably going to be in real life budget, I'm assuming. but we'll see. Looking at the list, it seems like everything's the same. Most of it's the same, but I don't see this card in the first list. Boiling Rock Rioter. And it's a rare. Why? How can they even fit so many rares in the set? That is crazy. It prevents people from doing stuff like playing Bossing, say, or Creature Lands. Yeah, it definitely seems like a good card. I'm trying to figure out a way to build this deck today with the amount of money that I've spent. I don't really want to spend that much more money if at all, on this game. I was okay with just spending like $125 because it's a bundle, and it seems like from talking to everybody that most people spend it on that bundle. $50 budget ally commander, and I don't want commander deck. Allied deck, no, it's commander again. Standard ally deck, MTG. Allies deck for the Magic the Gathering, MTG Goldfish. Okay, let's see. Hakoda, that's a different one. And I can't tell from that image because it sucks. So I'm just going to type it in. I'm just going to type it in here. See if it's... Oh my, this is insane. How is that? Lee's back. Lee, what I have deduced from my attempt at building this deck, I've spent money today, Lee, and it's still not even close to enough of this deck. What I've deduced is that, Lee, you are a rich man because the amount of different decks that you have fought me again with is crazy. And also this being one of them, just randomly threw out yesterday. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, what do you guys use to see these these common deck lists? I figured it out for the white deck that I was playing, but it's every single deck that I'm running into is different. Allies Builder, Lucas G1 GGS Gigs, I'm assuming first place, 77% in MTGO Standard Challenge. I'm assuming this is probably a good list, and they have Hakoda in there. They have pretty much everything else I do, but what they don't have is Mardu. When this creature enters, exile up to one. I mean, that's a human warrior, so why would we want that in our ally deck? I'm assuming Hakoda is an ally. So maybe I just remove Mardu. Maybe not, though. Everything else is an ally. Why would I not want an ally? Is Hakoda an ally? It is. Okay, I'm going to add 2. Aang Swift at 1. Aang at the Crossroads at 1. Okay, that's cool, because that's rare. See ya, Aang at the Crossroads. Boiling Rock. Damn! Hate to see it, because this freaking loser is a rare. They have this at 4. South Pole Voyager. I have that at 4. Of course, that's a freaking rare. Earth King's Lieutenant. They have that for Kingdom Protectors. That's uncommon. Okay, that's cool. So that's definitely staying. Hakoda's at 2. Katara the Fearless, they have it at 3. And I have it at 2, and that's a rare. Of course it is. They have an instant spell. That's different from my first list. Allies at Allies at Last. I'm trying to be fast with this because I want to get into... Ooh. That is not a rare. Okay, so me and this list that I'm finding right now that apparently got first place, 7-2, in a 46 player tournament, which seems pretty good. Their lands are different from me. So let's see if any of the ones that I don't have in this current list. Blood Farm, Verge. Shame on Wizards of the Coast for making every gosh darn card a rare. Like, shake things up every once in a while, you absolute bum. Hushwood Verge. Oh my god, I'm going to lose my freaking shite right now. Breeding Pool. I don't even have to look this up. Oh my gosh, why do they do this to me? Botanical. Oh, I'm steaming mad. I'm literally steaming mad right now. This is insane. You play best of one? Yes, I do play best of one, but I have played best of three, and I do like best of three, but I mostly play best of one, especially since that seems to work best with the white deck I've been playing. Okay, those are the only ones they had different from mine. And maybe those are more current. Okay. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this deck. I'm gonna see if I can find myself another list just to compare, see what people are doing. Moxfield, that was on what website was that on? That was at mtgdex.net. This one's at moxfield.com. They have Earthen Ally. I have that at 4. 2 Swift Saviors. I have that at 4. How can I tell if this is good or if it's just some dude? This is just some bum, you know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to tell? MTG needs to get their shite together because in Yu-Gi-Oh! There was one site, literally one site that compiled all the data for you. Breeding pool. Ooh, okay, this one, at least this one has like more standard seeming lands. I can have the life gain lands. You can use life gain lands. Okay. Are those not rares? Secret. Okay, this is untap.gg. Okay, this has some stats. Note to self. Untap.gg might be the way to go here. It's only searching from bronze to platinum. It says 4 color allies are tier B. 55.8% win rate, 5,100 matches. View all 4 colored allied cards. That's cool. I like that. In-hand win rate of Aang Swift Savior is 64%. Wartime Protester. What the hell is this? Why hasn't this been on any of the lists? But it's a high win rate card, and of course it's a rare. Of course it's a rare. What? Come on now. I just want to have fun with my friends right now. You know what I'm saying? South Point Voyager. Okay, I'm just add this to the list just to make sure I don't forget about it. That's weird. Literally every single card. Breeding Pool apparently might be a must include because if you have it in your hand, it's a 60% win rate. So let me read Breeding Pool real quick. You may pay 2 life if you don't enter his tap. Why does that have such a high win rate? Well, we'll add it. Katara has so literally this deck from the stats. From the stats, this deck doesn't lose. Invasion reinforcements. I think I added that, right? No, I didn't. Okay, let's see what invasion reinforcements. Oh, I have it. Okay, it's right there. That's a good card, apparently. Starting town, literally every card. Appa, though, I didn't add Appa. Apparently, his in-hand win rate's only 52%. The worst by far of the cards. But what I'm realizing now is I believe it's going from bronze to platinum, and it only lets me go to platinum. So let me see if those win rates change once I click platinum, because it certainly did. Win. I was just looking at the mono white deck, and of course it says no data. Why would it have the data? This game is laughing at me right now. Player archetype. What is showing 6 stats? You're showing no stats. Okay, what if I go from gold to platinum? Apply filter. Okay, we're back to seeing stats. Aang Swift Savior seems like a 4 of based off the stats, and it is a 4 of as current. South Pole Voyager. Earthen Ally 4 of definitely based off the stats. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop a 4 of. Okay, it seems like I'm not gonna get around not having enough stuff. And I really want to play this deck. I think Lee told me yesterday that it's not gonna rotate out for quite some time. So what if I click this button here, the store button, and look at the bundles. The Adventurer Bundle. What does the Adventurer Bundle get me? Question mark. 3,500 gems. The Adventurer Avatar. City of Brass Sleeves. Huh. A Planeswalker. No, I'm not. No, I'm not spending 50 bucks, you sons of guns. Well, maybe what I could do, maybe I can spend gems on packs. Is that the thing to do? I only have 30 that only. I'm upset. I'm upset. How can I spend 25 bucks and only afford 10 and some packs? 10 or so packs. How does that math work? That's actually nuts. Lee had the same idea as I had. He says I can crack packs to save money. The mana base is usually the most expensive part of a deck. Yeah, that is true. Once I get these lands, I don't have to get the lands again. That is for true. I'm just really sad that gems don't really get you much. I'd rather play an event with my gems because I believe gems are what gets you into these events. Are there any good events right now that I can play? Premier Draft, Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy. That's pretty cool. 1,500 gems. 100 gems reward. 2 wins is 250. 4 wins is 1,400 and 3 packs. Ooh, okay, they get you packs, so maybe I need a... Is there an avatar draft? Of course not. Of course not. Why is it always the way? Let me go back to my deck, see what these lands come from. New deck is this one. If there's one set that these lands mainly come from, okay, that's Eternities. Edge of Eternities, right? Cavern of Souls is Ixalan. This is Avatar. Marvel, I'm not gonna do anything with Marvel. I'll just have to craft that. That's the Stars Foundations, I believe, if I remember correctly. This is Final Fantasy. So I could do that and get Final Fantasy. Get some Final Fantasy cards, potentially. There's potential there. Edge of Eternities and second. Okay, so there's two of those. And what was the thing that you told me to do? Where was that land? Petrified Hamlet. Where does this one come from? I think it was probably Strixhaven. Petrified. Apparently, I don't know how to spell Petra. Not collected. There we go. There it is, and it's a rare, and that's Strixhaven. Okay, we'll add that. See, maybe I replace one of these lands. And before I go too much further, let me see if there's any more. Cavern of Souls seems like an include in every single one of them. That is a mythic, so less expensive there. Secluded Courtyard. Do I even have that? Yes, I do. That's found. Oh, that's uncommon. Okay, I don't care about that one then. Breeding Pool, no data, unfortunately. And I have it added? Yes, I do. And that's Edge of Eternities. Okay, let me think about this for one moment. Let me think about this for one moment. What do I want to do? Cavern is a staple in most tribal decks. It's seems so that's going to be great, especially the fact that it's a mythic. Save and exit. Okay. I do have one pack. I'm so far away from it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can get myself another rare wild card, so 1 down. This could be a rare wild card, actually, now I'm thinking about. Return the Favor. Copy target instant spell, sorcery, spell, activate ability, or trigger. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that card. Pretty cool. I called it! That's a huge help. 25 more to go. But it's a start. It is a start. Let's see, what do I want to do? Let's go to the store again. Let's go to the packs again. Let's go to the avatar packs again. And let's open 6 because 6 is what I got to spend. I got a golden pack. I can't remember what that does, but I got it. We're gonna go back to packs, see if I can get lucky once again. Let's start with the golden pack. Okay, come on. Reveal all. Not what I wanted, but Erode is a good card. I like that. Elementals, an elemental card. I thought about making the elemental deck. That could be I could have to revert to that option. Maybe that's a sign to do that. We'll see what I open here though. It shook. I got another rare. Reveal all. Give me another rare. A mythic. We'll take those. I got a lieutenant in it. Okay, that's two rares down. 2 rares down. That was successful. I'll take that every day of the week. Okay. Simic Mai. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, Simic Mai, since I have seen you in the chat. Good seeing you again, Yubei. It's good seeing you as well. What I'm trying to do is build a deck. However, what is happening is me be disappointed with the fact that I'm broke. Because I spent $25, I'm not even close to building this deck. Literally every single card in this deck is a rare. Literally, figuratively, every single card in this deck is a rare. I'm gonna hit craft all and see 28 wild cards. Okay, I can whittle that down though, because I'm at 68 of 60. I don't need to be at 68 of 60. It was just because I was trying different things. Trying some mad lads in here. Now, the question is, when this land enters, choose a land card name, activated abilities of sources with a chosen name. Activated abilities of sources of the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Land card name, unless it's a mana ability. I'm not sure what I would be. I'm so rusty that I'm not sure what I would be choosing there. But it would probably be obvious the more I play, and we're only 2 days in now. As land enters, choose a basic land type. You may pay 2 life. If you don't, enter is tabbed. This land is the chosen type. Is that an auto include? Not sure. I know that is, so I'm not going to read that at the moment. This seems like it might be. But, okay. I need to do some more research. I'm going to type in the search bar, Magic the Gathering Arena tier list. And I'm going to click on Untap GG because that seems to be the best one for me at the moment. I'm going to find the one that says, wait a second, this says 5 color allies. 5 color allies is a 56% win rate, tier A. 4 color allies is a 55.8 win rate, tier B. What happens if I move the filter from gold to platinum instead of bronze to platinum? Okay, 5 color allies is on the top of tier A. And 4 color allies started to go down a bit. So maybe I need to forget about 4 color allies and just stick with the 5 color allies. What I see here from the 4 color allies is they have Appa in it. And from the stats I was looking at earlier, Appa was one of the lowest win rate in-hand cards. So maybe, okay, I'm going to try to stick with the 5 color. I think what that's going to do is probably make it more expensive for me, but I would rather choose something that I actually want to play. What's interesting though is they literally only have 1 block of lands. So do I just go with this? Share deck and view archetype, card stats. I already looked at that. View archetype. Okay, I'm gonna view archetype. See what that tells me, if anything. Popular cards, okay. Win rate over time, pretty set there. Popular decks. Okay, here we go. Popular decks. This first land is, okay, this one has 3 planes. And this one has 310. This only has 310 matches under its belt, but a 57.5 win rate. Not bad. Definitely more games than I ever play. So maybe that's a pretty good ratio of games. But who knows, like what tier they were playing. This second one has 2,400 matches under its belt, and a 55.8 win rate. This is probably what they were basing the data off of. Is that 2,400 one? Ooh, a 58.2 win rate and 830 matches. This one only has 1 planes. It just reloaded. Okay, what is this card? Godless Shrine at 1. And do I even have? Okay, I have 1 Godless Shrine. Okay, that's standard. Sacred Foundry at 2. Okay, I have that one. Cavern of Souls. That's the tea shop. This one is the Secluded Courtyard. Okay, so their mana base is exactly the same. Now, what about this 57.5 at 310? Okay, these are the only 3 to choose from, but this 310 matches is definitely cheaper. Nice. I recently been getting into Pauper, just been playing it casually though. It's been fun. So many people that I've met via this streaming thing are into Pauper. Butterhugger, Ian, Raimi, so many people down there love Pauper, so it's cool that I think it's a pretty neat thing. I would love to get into Pauper. Yubei, can I brag about something for a second? Please do. Patcracker MTG/Josh. Put in White Lotus reinforcement. I thought I did. Did I not? Okay, I'm gonna put it in real quick. White Lotus. Okay, let's click on not collected. There it is. And that's uncommon. That's pretty cool. Lee, how many should I put in? How many do you think I should put in? Holy, you doing stats? My brain works when there's data. I don't want to waste my money, basically. If I'm going to waste money on this game, I want to get something of value. And that's why I need to bake it based off of stats, especially being as rusty as I am. 100% needs to do these stats. 100% needs to do these stats. Swoopy G, my main man. How are you doing, my friend? I'm trying to build a deck, but I've been hit with a roadblock, and that roadblock is called poverty, my friend. But we're trying our best. I had a milestone and reached my first 1,000 subs. Brother, hell yes. Congratulations, my friend. You were just telling me that one of your shorts popped off recently. And that's awesome. And that resulted in 1,000 subs. Let's go, baby. You can exchange with the black ally with it. Okay, I can remove black ally. So this guy, Firebending 1, tap untap ally you control, exile target card from a graveyard. Ooh, that could be good. I haven't run into reanimators since being back, but of course it's a small sample size. Whenever this creature attacks, you may cast an ally. Oh my god. That's pretty cool. What does it say? Oh, allies you control get +1/+1. I see merit. So this is a great way of making it cheaper. So if I get to the point where I'm like 4 away, I'll definitely making that swap. Yeah, that is a way to play. Thank you. I'm revving up for 25 laps of Laguna's. What? 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 Is that real life? Or are you playing a game? Swoopy G, are you playing a game with... If you're going on Laguna Seca on a Formula car, I'm going to be... Okay, Gran Turismo. Okay. You're about to live out a childhood fantasy of mine because my main passion in life are 2 things. Stupid Yu-Gi-Oh! And cars. Stuki Kyoshi Warrior, is that another cheap one? Is that another cheap one? Let's see. Let's move this. Let's move this down. Stuki, let's search again. Why aren't you searching? I'm going to flip shite right now. Kyoshi Warrior, it is an uncommon. Okay, we're going to add that to the list real quick. We're gonna put that on the top. Where's the other one that you had me do right here? Okay, we're gonna add that to the. Can I move it to the top? Don't be a jerk. Why does nothing work the way I want it to? Why is that always the way? Okay, let's get back to business for a second because I don't want to spend literally all night boring everyone to tears trying to make this deck a reality. This guy has. Okay, they removed my freaking planes. That's awesome. Planes. Really? Really? You know what I'm searching for right now. A planes. I couldn't have made my intent any more clear. Thank you. I just wanted a planes. For Christ's sake, I just wanted a plane. And you gave me anything besides said planes. This second one is the multiversal card, I think. But they only have it at 2. Great news for me. They have 2 of what card is this? I think that's Godless Shrine. Yes, that is Godless Shrine. I was happy for a second because that's a rare. Okay, we're going to bump that up to 2. We have Sacred Foundry at 1, so we added 1, took 1 away. Cavern of Souls at 4. They have no breeding pool, so we're going to move that real quick. Jasmine Lotus Tea Shop, they have that. Multiversal Passage, okay, I was wrong. They have it at 4. That sucks, the big one. They don't have Petrified Hamlet. They do have Secluded, but they don't have Starting Town. Everyone plays this card. Let me read it real quick, because I kind of just gloss over it every time I see it, because I'm like, every time I see it, I think to myself, I'm just going to see this again, so I'm not going to pay the... This land enters tapped unless it's your first turn, second, or third turn. Wow, that's pretty cool. Pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color. Now, what are the alternatives that they have in this deck? Godless Shrine, white and black, white and red, white. Creature type, ally, I'm assuming, or human. I think ally is a creature type, right? Add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast. Okay, so this is a way to get any mana. Any mana. As this land enters, choose a basic land type, then you may pay 2 life. If you don't, enters tap. This land is the chosen land type. Starting Town's a rare. This is also a rare. What does this say? Let me read this. As this land enters, choose a basic land type, then you may pay 2 life. If you don't, enters tap. This says pay 1 life. So either pay a life every time I tap for it, or pay 2 life once and be stuck to the color you choose. So it's basically either Starting Town or Multiversal Passage. Is this a new card? Is that one of the new ones? Get the green Paradigm card and Chimil. Rares are the rarest, even then mythics. The green Paradigm card. What the hell is the green Paradigm card? Paradigm? Stop doing this. Turn these all on. Paradigm. Let's search again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that green Paradigm card is called. And Chimil. I don't even know what... I'm going to type in Chimil real quick. This is beating me up now. This is really beating me up. Okay, now I can whittle down my creatures again. Now what am I at? What am I at for the stats here? I should be at 24 lands. I'm at 26 lands, so I can remove 2. I can remove 2, and okay. I'm gonna remove 2 multiversal passages. And now I should be back at 24 lands. Perfect. And we're going to hit the craft all button again. I'm short. Does that mean that I need 24 in addition to my 14? I think it does, because everything is grayed out here. All right, to answer the thumbnail's question, no, you can't build a deck for freaking 25 bucks. Unfortunately, it's not possible. Son of a bisquick. But before I make that as a certainty, let me remove some cards real quick. I can replace... So they were saying I can replace this guy with the White Lotus reinforcements. Then they said Suki can be a replacement to something else. Probably one of the green or white cards. Suki's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever Suki attacks, get a 1/1 white ally creature token that's tapped and attacking. If a triggered ability, okay, we want to keep those. We want to keep the Qatar because I feel like Qatar is pretty darn good. But it is a green, white, and blue. But with this mana base that I'm spending so much of my monies on, might as well get my money's worth. So what can I replace something with? This is a rare. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each other allied creature you control. When another ally you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. That's trample. Trample is pretty scary. Can't get rid of that. Whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life. This second time, this ability, okay, you can draw a card. This is a 4. So I'm definitely not going to be replacing... What was the riot? How much? Okay, let me be smart about this. How much was the riot guy again? Why is it doing this? There we go. That is a 3-drop, and this was also a 3-drop. This is the only other high drop, but I already have that. Hakoda is a rare, so I could remove 1. I could remove 2. So this is a 4 and this is a 4. So I could remove Hakoda and replace it with Suki. I'm at 67 of 60 cards. Why am I so heavy? I'm on the right amount of lands. We're here. All right, let me think about this. Let me think about this. Why am I so heavy? We have 4 of those. We have 4 South Pole. We have 4 Swift Saviors. We have 2. This calls for 3. We have 4 Great Divides. We have 4 Earthen Allies when it only calls for 3. 3 Invasion Reinforcements. Earth King Lieutenant at 4. And I need to refresh the page apparently. Thanks for taking the wind out of my sails. 36 creatures this deck has. I'm at 39 and 3 non-creatures. So I'm going to remove the instants. There we go. And now I'm still at 39. So I'm up 3 cards. So maybe I just remove the heavy ones. One of the heavy ones, not that one, of course. This one seems like a good draw card. What does it say? Sacrifice this creature, another target ally you control gains indestructible until end of turn. It's a 1-drop. Seems pretty... I probably don't want to get rid of the 1-drops. Me thinks. A 2-drop is probably almost just as good. What does this one say? Whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, draw a card. Okay, let me remove one of those. Flying. When ink enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library and put a creature card with mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield. I'm really never a fan of 1-ofs. Really never a fan of that. So I'm going to remove that just for the time being, just to see if I can... Just to see if I can even come close. And it went from 5 colors to 3 colors, apparently. Craft all? 15. We're closer. We're closer. You can have removal spells like Sheltered by Ghost. Oh, that's a good idea. Add cards that I already have. That is definitely close. Remove a legendary ×4. That's a good idea. Legendary creature, because there's a rule. Legendary, okay, that's 1 legendary. Okay, now I see why some people run less of those. So that means I can maybe move that down to 2, even though it has a very high win rate when it's in the opening hand, and maybe add another 1-drop and then another one of these. I like the fact that this gives me 2 cards for the price of 1. Craft all. 14 wild cards. Done. Okay. Okay, it was a valiant effort. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for trying my darndest to make that reality happen. But we went from 5 colors to 3 colors, and we're still not nearly rich enough. So I think, yeah, Aang is like an avian. It seems like it. That's what I got from it. But it makes sense. When Swoopy told me to remove the legendaries, it makes sense why some of the lists I was looking at, some of them had them at not a 4 of. And that also makes sense why if you have it in your hand, you probably are going to win the game, just like Aven. But when you have more than one Aven in your hand, it doesn't do you that much justice. Let's look at my dailies. I'm going to give that up for now. I think I have to go into grind mode. Grind some more coins over the next few days. Open some more avatar packs. And maybe in a week or two, I might spend another $15 on this game to get that adventure bundle, but it doesn't seem like gems are very impactful unless you use them to enter tournaments. And I'm so rusty, I'm probably not going to do that for a while. Cast 20 red or green, cast 20 black or green. Well, I'm not going to play black, so, and I re-rolled into a worse day. Well, let's continue trying to shake the rust off of these rusty hands that I've accumulated over the last couple months of not being here, but we're back and we're gonna see if I can improve on yesterday's performance. And today is just kicking me while I'm down. We're gonna start the stream off with a 1 land hand. We're gonna mulligan that. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to... My thought process is... I'm gonna play this turn. Am I going first? You, Battlefield? I can't remember. I should have looked at that. I have a turn 1 play. I have 2 turn 1 plays. I have a turn 2 play. Then turn 3, I can get a card in my hand. So I think I actually am going to put back the ethereal armor because I always am wanting for more creatures. And while I was deciding my 6, I saw that they were annoyingly hitting the your go button. So to protect the psyche, how can I mute them? Oh wait, no, I remember. I click on them. Mute. Mute the bum. All right, we're gonna start in the lead. We're gonna go up 1. They're playing the Overgrown Tomb, so I don't want to get just outright hated by their stupid black cards. And now they're tapped out. But again, I'm hoping that they're going to be tapped out. The fact that they got 3 on the board so quickly actually pisses me off. I don't have to play this in post-combat. I can just attack the Ginger Brew, play that. So that's not bad magic because they were tapped out. So I played it before combat. And non-targeting removal. That's awesome for me. I love that. But now I feel good about keeping more creatures in my hand than keeping the ethereal armor, because now I'm not just dead in the water. While they have just a forest, I doubt that they can respond to this, so I'm just gonna freaking pop it right now. A plains. Okay, we can do 2 things. We can play both cards in my hand as long as I don't get hand ripped, of course. I have not seen whatever concoction of cards this is, so good on him for at least being less lame. And there goes my final creature. I did not draw a creature. So, it was the right decision. I'm gonna pat myself on the back to keep the creatures in my hand, but it was not good enough for the amount of creature hate. And this is bringing me back to the good old days of me not drawing creatures. I mean, now if they didn't have enough mana, they're definitely gonna have enough mana now. Just give me a creature, please. If I don't get a creature, there we go. Thank the Lord, I got a creature. Now, I can suck up his stupid freaking... Oh, shit. Please tell me that this counts as a creature. Destroy target creature with mana value 2 or less. Well, I'm gonna play one of my Feather of Flight because I'm gonna hit the concede, but I have a creature. Maybe I stick it out. Maybe his hand's ass. Do I stick this out? I can't believe I drew that creature. Now I regret doing that. I was literally just doing that to concede because it seemed fruitless. What does it say? Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Hopefully an infinite combo is not coming my way at the moment. He has 1 life. If I get... Oh, he can't Reckoning Hex me because this has board. So there's that. And I'm going to play this now. I'm going to play this now to get the card off of it because next turn he's going to have enough mana to pay the ward to get rid of this card. So I might as well guarantee my card draw right now. That's the way I'm thinking about it. It might not be logical. It might not be the correct play. And there's that idiot again. Whenever you cast... What does this say? Hopefully no infinite. Whenever you gain a life for each one of the spell cards, do this once each turn.
I can heal you.
Okay. As long as it's not infinite, I'm still going to continue playing and hope for the best. Okay, so far his deck sucks and I'm mad I'm losing to him. Okay. Well, he's at 30. I might as well attack, though. It seems like he just wants to do his little stupid thing. Destroy target creature. That sucks. Okay. I'm too far behind. I don't want to waste time. I'm not learning anything about the game by continuing that game. As soon as he played... Okay, actually, can I look at the board from this page? View battlefield. Damn. I wanted to see... Because I've never seen that non-targeted removal card, the board wipe that he played. I've never seen that before. Is that a new Strixhaven card that I need to look out for? I mean, I couldn't have done anything in that situation either. I was literally stuck to the strat of play all my creatures and hope for the best. So I'm not going to beat myself up too much for that. Could I have done anything differently? I don't think so, honestly. I was really stuck with just playing what I could. Much better opening hand. I'm taking this 10 out of 10 times. When they gain life, that turn they can board life with that card. Yeah, I hate that. Okay, we have another oh no, is this Reanimator? Okay. Today is definitely not going my way. Yesterday we had a smooth going of it. This back-to-back decks that I absolutely hate. And it seems like since I've been gone, they got buffed. So it's actually shocking that it took me a whole day to run into more of these decks. So maybe I should thank my lucky stars for that. But I hate seeing this card because every time I see this card, I end up seeing that demon guy and then it summons this old graveyard and I lose all my creatures and I just get sad and emotional about it. But the good news is we have things that could potentially turn the tide of said battle. I'm going to do something that you guys might not agree with. It might not be the best thing to do here, but the reason why I'm doing it is because I don't have a third land in my hand, and the only way to prevent that demon from hitting the board is Aven. So I need to draw the card now, I think. In my head anyways, that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm going to prevent whatever big brute he has coming, because every time I see these concoctions of cards, that's usually what comes to me. I'm going to damage him because also what I have gathered over my short Magic the Gathering career is that whenever I play a deck that has these cards in it, I have to play as fast as humanly possible. That's what I've gathered, and that's what I'm going to try to do. And there goes my Optimistic Scavenger. He is an actual buffoon for not doing that in response. He's actually a buffoon for doing that. Like, he sucks at the game. And if I lose to someone that sucks at the game, well, I deserve to lose, I suppose. And maybe this is just a go wide deck, and maybe I played that incorrectly, and I'm still stuck at 2 mana. And with a land like this, I hate to see it. But if he's going to continue killing my cards, I might as well make him pay for it. So I'm going to play my Skyward Spider with Ward 2. And now he has 4 mana to spend to kill my Skyward Spider. His Moon Shadows are not too scary at the moment, but that could change in a moment's notice. That's for sure. I haven't drawn any. I have not drawn any removal though, so I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage because both these have Minaj. There, finally, I have my third Plains. They only have one card in hand. I have two options. I could either leave up my mana for Aven. Definitely could. But then I would feel foolish if that card is a land. I would feel like a donkey's bum. That's for damn sure. Instead, I could do Origin of Spider-Man and get a spider token on the board, and an ethereal armor on my Skyward Spider, or hold the Shard Mage. This would definitely prevent him from attacking with his precious Moon Shadows. So that is the good news about it. I don't like the position I'm in, to be honest with you. So I'm going to say no attacks. I think I'm going to try the Aven approach and just assume that one of his two cards is going to be a card that he plays. And he spends a whopping amount of mana to do so. That couldn't have worked out any better. Because now instead of spending 3 mana, he's losing tempo and spending 5 mana. So that is exactly what I hope for. And I could have just whiffed that Aven, because that other card was a swamp. So that tells me a shite ton of information about how this game is going to progress and how to play the next turn. Holy guacamole, we have a chance. We have a chance to dance, especially after drawing that 4th plane, guys. Holy guacamole, how do I want to play this? He is on the ground. He's ground ridden. So what I can do with 4 mana is I can first play Origin of Spider-Man. I'm playing this pre-combat, and the reason for it is because I'm going to use another mana to modify my Skyward Spider and attack with... I think I'm going... What does it say? When Casey Jones enters, draw 3 cards at the beginning of your next upkeep. Holy guacamole. Well, I'm not too scared about that because that doesn't have haste. Whenever you discard a card, okay. I can just attack with one creature. I'm going to leave both of these up as blockers and hold up 1 Shard Mage. So I'm just going to attack with the 1. Hold up 2 blockers to block some Moon Shadows. Maybe that prevents him from attacking altogether, which is best case scenario for me. What would be even better is if he does attack with 1 or multiple. I would love for him to attack with the little guy. So I can choose the block with Aven Interrupter and the Spider, and then do a battle trick with Shard Mage's Rescue. Resolve. Now, if I'm reading that correctly, he is drawing the cards. He is drawing the cards right now. I thought for a second, because of my dyslexia, I thought he was going to draw it at the next upkeep. And there is a card I absolutely loathe, because whenever I see 1, I see multiple. And whenever multiple hit the battlefield, their turns take forever. And if I wanted many minutes to pass for a turn, I would have just continued to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm not an absolute bum. If you do draw a card, okay, whatever, don't care, resolve. That's gonna start his stupid monument to I literally hate this card. I hate Solitaire-esque games. And there goes Moon Shadow, so his little Moon Shadow becomes a bigger Moon Shadow. He's gonna draw a card, I believe that's how it works, if I remember correctly. It becomes a 2-2, and the other one becomes a 3-3. I'm going to pass. And because this one would be able to kill my Aven Interrupter, I'm going to choose to block the small guy. Then I'm going to play my Shard Mage's Rescue on my Aven Interrupter, making it a 3-3 so I don't die to the Moon Shadow. And because he tapped out, he couldn't have done a battle trick in response. But this one goes up to 4-4, but I have so many cards for removal, so we're not dead in the water yet. And I did not draw it. But this becomes bigger, and he's down to 16. But he has so many cards on the board that it's not looking good for me, guys. It's not looking good for me, but I'm not hating the way I've played this so far. I can't afford to attack anymore. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to leave everything up. Hope he kind of whiffs here. I think what I'm going to do he's definitely going to be able to make this go to make it become a 5/5. So I'm going to continue to make this bigger. Because this is going to, even if I buffed it up with Optimus Scavenger on Avon right there, and then Shard made his rescue again, this would have been a 5/5. So he would have been able to trade if he put all the damage onto Avon. So there was no point in not going super tall. Also, too, this is actually... If I jump... no, I can't. What if I just attack with this one? He would go down to 8. That would be 2 turns. Does he have any way to gain life? I don't think he has a way to gain life. So I can jump block this, let the Moon Shadow go through, but I'm at 5. Shoot. Well, wait a oh wait. This creature can't block. I can chump block this. And then double block the okay. Yes. I think this is the correct move here. So if he can't gain life, I win next turn. If I can successfully chump block. I think I'm reading this situation right. He's discarding 3. See ya. Did I just see the demon? No, I did not. Same color scheme. There goes Monument to Endurance. Still. To each opponent. Cool but rude. To be honest with you, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the way I played that. I think I was thinking that through in the appropriate manner. I think I was thinking that through in not so rusty of a way. And now that we have a chance, let me catch back on the chat. When they gain life that turn, that was the old game. This is not that deck. LOL GG. Hey, Yubei. Hello, Stella. Welcome back, Stella. Hope you've had a wonderful day so far. He's able to deal live damage, I mean. Yeah, I found that out too little too late, my friend. But again, I'm not mad at the way I thought through that, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to do one more game in Standard, hopefully end on a win. And if somebody wants to play me, let me know now, and I'll add you to the deck. And if someone wants to play me after my last Standard ranked game, then you shall be, or you, plural, shall be my last game of the stream. Now this is a risky hand because of the lack of creatures. What was working for me yesterday was mulliganing the hands that had such few creatures. However, I do have a little bit more leeway here. Pun not intended because of my friend Lee in the chat. But that's just a nice little thing that happened. We're gonna keep 7. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna try it out by going first. Because, again, it gives me a little bit more leeway, and because I have so much removal in my hand, which I haven't had the last 2 games, it's not a mirror match. This is the Star Cage son of a gun. This is the Star Cage deck, isn't it? If this is the Star Cage deck, I'm not going to be a happy camper by any stretch of the imagination. And the reason why is because I have not drawn Avon. If I draw Avon, we can win this game. But if I don't, it's going to be hard. One more. Sandalia! What's up, Sandalia? Loving the play-by-play kind of dialogue. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for being here. Cape Left 9032. Thank you so much for the lovely compliment. I really appreciate the words, and I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate you hanging out with me, my new friend. All right. Still just one Ghost Vacuum. I don't think I have anything. I'm not going to play any of my removal yet until I see the artifact that confirms my suspicions of what deck we're playing. Then I'm gonna start popping the removal spells. That being said, I might want to save my manas. I might want to play it now. You know what I mean? Exile target card from a graveyard. Second this artifact. Put a stun. No, I don't want to risk it. I think I'm gonna save them, because they could definitely play much worse cards in the future. I don't think they can play in the same turn early on. I think it's a 2-drop, and that's... Well, we'll never know. I'm assuming it's the artifact deck that caused me to add the Avon card into my main deck. I'm assuming it was, but we'll never know now. And because that wasn't really a game, I'm going to play one more. That really doesn't count as a game. I'm playing one more. Finally ranked up. 2 days in, we ranked up. Still silver. Not the best feeling. Honestly, I prefer silver than platinum. That's for damn sure. Platinum, before I took the 2 months off because of the move, I was in freaking platinum purgatory for so damn long. It felt so poorly. Ripley, believe it or not, another one land hand. Okay. You gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them. Today is just not my day. Obviously, because this is a huge amount of poor opening hands in a row. And at this point, I'm really tempted to just take my medicine and say keep 7. Opponent's going first. If I do draw a second land, I'm probably gonna win. Because this is a very good hand if I draw. You know what? I'm gonna live on the edge, baby. I know I shouldn't do it. But in my mind, I'm gonna draw twice before I actually need to. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I lose this game, I just suck. If I lose this game, I'm literally just bad at the game. We're going to go Optimus and Scat. I love mirror matches, and this is such a good hand for the mirror match if I play well. My win rate with the mirror match is sublime. That's the only thing I have going for me is I'm very good at the mirror matches. Veteran Survivor means nothing to me. You can Veteran Survivor all day. Seam Rip to your heart's content. I have 2 planes. If I draw a 3rd plane on my follow-up turn, it does suck I'm going second though. It really does suck I'm going second. I don't love that for me. Okay. That wasn't a good, that was not good. He's down to 3 cards though. So my plan is to Optimus Scavenger, and that's it. And turn. I'm gonna hope that he fizzles out before I do. If he fizzles out before I get into my zone, then I have a chance. But when you're in the mirror match, and if you're going second, then it's kind of a hard row to hoe, to be honest with you. You get such an advantage going first, like in any and most card games. But what I can say is that if this is not... Okay, this is helpful. If this card is Shard Mage's Rescue, I'm going to lose the game. If it's Shard Mage's Rescue, I'm going to lose the game. If it is not, I have a chance. Okay, that tells me a lot of what that card is. It's probably a land. It might be another creature. If it is another creature, this guy is just the luckiest freaking player in the world. And now that I have Ward 2 on my creature, I'm gonna hope it's not a Seam Rip in his hand. And I'm gonna attack while the attacking's hot. And the way he was looking at those 2 cards makes me think that he has the... He does not have the Seam Rip. Okay, we have a chance, and now we have Avon. Now it's just a battle. If he wants to play a battle of speed, still here, waiting XD. You can't even do standard, but I have only 1 deck. Hailson, I didn't forget about you, my friend. After this game, we'll play, and you'll be my last game of the evening. All right, he only has 1 card in his hand. It's not a good card. I have Avon. This will be the nail in the coffin. Right here. I'm going to win. This is going to put him down to a paltry 6. Going to put me back up to 19. I'm going to have Avon in my hand, and he's going to lose. There it is. Boom. And he doesn't have enough mana to F with Optimus Scavenger. See ya. My win rate continues to be sublime in the mirror match. That was stressful, though. That was not a guaranteed win. He did open pretty good. That was a lot more. That was closer than I like it for comfort purposes and comfort's sake. But we did get some more coins. We're up to 825. We're not going to build that allied deck anytime soon. That's for sure. But it is Hailson's time to shine. And he wants to play a friendly brawl game. Unfortunately, my friendly brawl deck sucks, the big one. However, it's been a long time since I played Hailson. So Hailson wants to play Brawl, so Brawl is what he shall get. Brawl is what he shall get. He's probably going to wipe the floor with me. Actually, if I remember Hailson correctly, he likes to play with his food. So it might be a long game, but if he does play with his food this time, I'm just going to hit concede. OMG, Aven! Elemental Hero Aven got me the win, Sandalia. I love that card. All right, let's see what we're working with. Draw 2 cards and discard 2. Create 1/1. Create 2. Okay, this is a goblin hand. But I'm going to free mulligan because it's free, so why would you not do that? Roku, lovely. Sword of Feast and Famine, lovely. This is a pretty damn good hand if I ever get to the point of playing these cards, but it's not the strat that I have, so I'm going to mulligan again. There we go. It is a very costly 2 for it. I'm going to keep this because I don't want to go too much further in the hole. We're going to do that. We're going to play 1, and we're going to hope, actually, we're going to get my card that allows Zidane to continue attacking for free. What are you playing now? I'm playing Zidane Tribal Deck, which is just a pile of cards that I've accumulated over the 2 months that I've been playing the game. And my only goal is a mini game, basically. Stella. It's a mini game. I'm just trying to attack with Zidane and steal my opponent's stuff. That's all I'm trying to do with this deck. And to be honest with you, it does win some games. Believe it or not, it really does. I'm going to dash this out while he's tapped out. And I'm gonna show you right now what the deck is supposed to do, because it allows me to look at the top cards, create a treasure token. Unfortunately, I can't play it, but it goes into, I think, exile, so he can't play it either. And now it goes into my hand and not the command zone, so it's a little bit more protected this way. And I have a bunch of cards like this one called Sneaking Guide that says if I either pay 2 or pay 1, or even some cards that say pay none, and tap it, that creatures with power 2 or less cannot be blocked. Essentially, they're tapped out again, which is lovely for me. I'm gonna play my 3rd mountain. I'm going to dash it out, and we're just gonna obviously not pay the 2, and hopefully steal one of his cards and actually be able to pay for it. And I whiffed 2 whiffs in a row. That was certainly a bad whiff because it was an island. So far we haven't been able to steal my opponent's things, but what we can do is have more mana for next turn by playing Bender's Waterskin. It is a hefty cost this time around because it cost me 2 treasure tokens, but it is one of my favorite, if not my favorite mana rock. I absolutely love this card. If I had a playing group that I play with, I would literally go into all of my commander decks. That's for sure. I love the card. Now I can do the thing that my deck was built to do, which is barely a deck at all. It's just a pile of cards, like I said. But I can pay the 2 because I can afford it now. Creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked, so he can't block it, even though he has a creature that would normally be able to block it. I'm going to look at the card. I would be able to play that card, but I'm too poor. I don't have the mana to pay for it, but now he can't cast this card either, so, you know, whatever. Penny the Wise? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, Penny the Wise. I took a couple months off because I was moving and life just got absolutely horrendous for me, but we're back 2 days in, Penny the Wise, into this streaming thing again. My goal is to continue streaming every day like I was prior. Today was a tough battle because it was another horrendous day, but I'm in the mindset where I'm not going to let the shite scenarios that I'm currently in make my life even worse. So I'm back streaming. A long-winded way of saying that. Another goddamn whiff, though. That is making me a bit murderous at this point. But what I'm going to do, in case he plans on getting life anytime soon, is I'm going to spend those remaining treasure tokens to play Screaming Nemesis. Maybe prevent him from attacking next turn, because if he does attack, I'm going to definitely block and prevent him from getting life for the rest of the game. Sometimes Hailston does some tricky things like that. Ornate, wait a second, this is an arena card. That's bullshit. I did not think that those were legal. I did not think that those were legal. That is bullshit. That should not be legal in a game of Commander. I'm actually mad about that. I actually recognize that because this is like... This is so well known that a newbie like me knows how broken this card is. That's shite. Sad to hear things have been down, but only up from here, my friend. I've been saying that same sentence for god dang 2 months now. Every time I say it, I'm like, okay, things cannot get worse, right? Like, it literally is up from here, but every time I'm mistaken. So I'm not even gonna utter those words any longer because, like, it just doesn't happen. But, in theory, things can't get any worse. It's only up from here, but if I continue to just do what I love to do, just stream every day, work hard, maybe just maybe things will go my way eventually. I can attack at least. I don't think he has any way of blocking that still, but he's definitely gonna win next turn. But maybe he has a powerful thing. Bala Ged Recovery. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. My graveyard, literally dog shite. Thank you so much for that. The one card I was able to steal is a dog shite card. All right, auto pay. I'll play another card. Zidane will come back to my hand. Well, at least I will say that Zidane got his licks in. You know what I'm saying? He put the paws on him. Unfortunately, this card sucks. I hate this card. I did not expect to play an alchemy card / Hearthstone card, but we are where we are. Oh yeah, alchemy cards are cracked. There's a card called like World League or something. Whenever a creature enters, you seek a land and put it into play. Actually, I have heard of that card before. I think maybe Josh was telling me about that card. I just got home from the pre-release. Got some crazy pulls. Got 3rd overall in the event. Damn! Nice job, Penny the Wise. My commander is an alchemy card. I should have realized that before I saw Ornate Imitations. I believe that card is called. I hate that card, but Zidane did the Zidane things. I'm glad I was able to play you Hailston for the first time in a long while. And with that, even though Penny the Wise just got here, I have reached my limit. But I should be here tomorrow again. If you want to hang out with me again tomorrow, Penny the Wise, I should be here tomorrow, or I could fail. I could not be here tomorrow, but regardless, I'm going to be trying to get into the swing of things again. So if not tomorrow, then again very soon. Good night and good... Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for still being here, Mai. You are the best. All of you guys, all my friends that have hung out with me tonight, you guys are all the best. I appreciate all of you guys is what I meant to say, not any and all. Maybe that's what my brain was thinking. But anyways, enough of my monologuing. I'm going to end the stream right now.